I'm a big fan of Lucky McKee's movies. I found he works in a genre of horror thrillers and he does his work exceptionally well. Whenever I see a new movie from him coming out, I'm always a little bit excited to see what I'm going to get. Kindred Spirits is a fairly kind of simple tale. It's something we've seen done before, but it's done exceptionally well. We have the mother, who is Chloe, on this family. She has a daughter, Nicole, and they have a little bit of an antagonistic relationship. Chloe is a young mum in her mid-30s. Her daughter's 15, 16 age, and she's having a little bit of trouble at school. She's a little bit headstrong. She's not going to take crap from anybody. She has a good friendship, and she is just, going through high school without any real problems because she's a tough enough girl. And then we're introduced to Aunt Sadie, who is Chloe's younger sister, who appears early on into the movie. And she is 24, a few years younger than Chloe and only a few years older than Nicole. And it transpires that Chloe had to look after Sadie at a young age. They were left kind of orphaned, and Chloe had to take on the mantle of motherhood and look after Sadie. And there is this whole strange relationship between Nicole and Sadie, who, rather than being aunt and niece, are more kind of like sisters. They're similar in age, they're similar in look and sensibilities, and you get to see Sadie sort of instigate herself into Nicole's social circle, starting to talk to her friends, starting to look like her, mimicking her, starting to dress very much like her, and acting a lot like her. And we have this person who, as we slowly watch the movie, realise is extremely damaged and very, very dangerous along the way. It's a psychological thriller. We have the main character of Nicole, who throughout the movie starts off in a kind of strange relationship with her mother, not really bonding, starting to fragment and pull away. She gets this other adult figure in the form of Sadie, who is more like a sister, who's more playful and fun, but then ultimately it becomes a destructive relationship as Sadie starts to manipulate and sabotage Nicole's life. And it's twisting and turning, and we have these three female performances at the heart of it, who are all excellent in their own ways. We get this idea of three fully formed characters. Nicole, we know a lot about. Chloe, we get to see a lot about in the few scenes that she's in the movie. And Sadie, who is a very mysterious character, but throughout her actions and the way she changes and manipulates her chameleon-like look and personality, depending on who she's talking to, we get a strong idea of who this character is. Now, when we get to the end and the resolution of the movie, it becomes a little bit more ham-fisted and kind of forcing it just a little bit. It becomes a little bit more caricatured than I wanted. But everything up to then is really fun. And we get to those moments in the movie where you're watching the characters do something and you're like, don't do that! And you realise that the movie's got you. It's led you down a path. It's got you complete in control, so much so that you're annoyed and angry with a character because they're doing something that you know in your heart they just shouldn't be doing. And that's one of the best experiences you can have in a movie, when a movie's got you like that and you realise you're in on it. You get Macon Blair in a small role as well, who I always loved ever since I saw him in Blue Ruin as well. And you get Lucky McKee in a sort of smaller playground, and even normally what he does, but he makes the best of it. He's got great casting. He's got these three dreamlike characters. I love the way the world seems to go from disturbed a little bit into almost perfect, into worse than it could ever possibly have imagined, all through these three characters and their ever-changing dynamics, which is what really drives the movie forward. It's not truly horror, it's more a psychological thriller, and it really does play amongst those ideas. I don't think the conclusion is as clever that the movie thinks it is, but it's not as egregious as to derail everything that came before it. I think Kindred Spirits is another fun entry to this fantastic director's filmography, and I cannot wait to see what he's going to do next. Have you seen Kindred Spirits? Are you going to check it out? Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man v Film.